All right, hey, what's up, everybody? Back with another day where I'm going to show you how I am going to build my food plan for the day using an app called My Macros Plus to make sure that I'm hitting my food numbers, calories, proteins, carbs, fats, all that fun stuff. I do these anyways myself every day, and I thought, why not just record them, throw them up here on YouTube? Maybe it'll help somebody else figure out how to do theirs as well. The app I am using is called My Macros Plus. You can get it on all of the app stores. There's going to be links in the description down below so that you can download yours. It costs a couple of bucks, but well worth the price if it helps you stay on track and hit your goals as well. I'm going to go ahead and start the recorder. Do me a favor, if you find this video to be helpful, please hit like on it, maybe even the subscribe button while you're here. Also, please check out my new website that I just launched, cheapofitness.com. This is where I'm spending my time digging through Amazon to find you fitness deals, coupons, sales, discounts, basically anything that'll help you stay fit and help you save a few bucks at the same time. Link is going to be in the description down below for that as well, cheapofitness.com. Let's take a look at what we've done so far on today's build. So every day whenever I build these, I have a system that I follow that works for me. Now, my system might not work for you, but hopefully maybe some of the things that I do you can pick up and use for what you do. Maybe not all of it, but maybe some of the things are going to be little tricks or tips that you go, oh, maybe that's something I've been missing and will help me hit my overall goals. For me, my three-step system is, first, I add in every single day what I call staples. Staples are the things that are the same for me essentially every day. I don't have to think about what I'm going to eat at this particular time. I don't have to wonder, well, how am I going to prep this? I want it to be simple, not just in the prep, but I want it to be simple mentally. And for me, if we take a look here, we'll scroll down to my pre and my post workout. These are my staples. It might not work for you, but this is how I operate. This is it's a staple for me because it's a whey protein drink every time. I don't have to think about it. I'm just like, okay, I'm going to do my whey protein for my pre and my post workout. It's simple and it gets me started on the build, right? Like it helps me just get the ball rolling, the proverbial ball, if you will. And so you can see apple protein on my pre with some gummy bears for a nice pre-workout carb boost there. The exact same thing on my post-workout. So those are my staples that gets me started. My second step, whenever I'm building these plans, is I ask myself, self, is there anything that you're craving today? And the reason I ask that is because I've done a lot of different diets and garbage through my lifetime. And what I've realized is that if I feel like I am depriving myself, if I feel like I am not living to some degree or enjoying some eating, I am more likely to go off and not actually follow the plan anymore because it sucks. So what I do is I try to add in cravings whenever I can. So that's my second step, is if you're craving something, put that in now before you build your entire day's plan. That way you can at least give an attempt at trying to have some food that you want, that you love, and it'll help you actually stay more consistent more often because you're actually eating some things that are bad. Turns out sometimes the bad things are actually good when it helps you stay consistent. So step two, put your cravings in here. So once you do that, whether you do have some or whether you don't, step three is to just go ahead and build your food plan for the day. I need to move some stuff around here. I just realized that that's junk. Move that up there. Okay. So now we're going to build our food plan for the day. Now, you might be a person that says, I can't build my food plan every single day. I got to do it for like one day, and that's what it's going to have to be for a bunch of days. It's 3 days worth of food you're going to prep. This still works the same way. If you have cravings, you're going to put them in here for multiple days ahead of time. Now, granted, you're not going to know what you're going to crave in 3 days, but you can take a stab at it, right? And so now we're just going to build our food. So I've been trying a new system, a new process for you all to do something different. When instead of adding individual items to my prep, I have actually taken and calculated those items into one single item called a meal. For example, if I go into my recipes, I'm going to go into, let's say, meal one. And then I hit the little edit button. So I took the items, which normally I was putting in individually one at a time for you all in these videos, and I combined them into a single meal. And you can see here I put my broccoli, my baked beans, my turkey meatballs, and some chicken breast here. Once I put it all in there, it told me how many calories that entire meal was. So what I've done is I've done this on multiple meals, and I'm not going to go over those today. We're just going to go with, okay, you've already done that and made it. So you can see my first meal, it totaled out. That was 47 grams of protein, only 3.5 of fat, which was a nice low-fat breakfast, which makes you think, Well, you're going to have some more fat to play with later in the day. Hold tight on that. Not necessarily. Then for my lunch, similar type situation. I made another meal. This one here was some more chicken breast. We had some broccoli going on today. Had some more. What else did I have? Some mashed potatoes, some homemade mashed potatoes that I made. So we're not going to go over what was in the meals, but if you just take a look real quick at the overall numbers, my fat jumped on my lunch, right? So what I saved on my breakfast went a little bit crazy for my lunch. So all of a sudden, I know mentally, as I have built this, that my lunch is going to change how I have to worry about my fat as the day goes on. Because that's a lot of fat to take, especially when you've only got like 80 grams to start to use anyways. Basically just means I used like a fourth of them in one meal. So let's take a look at dinner. Dinner was another pretty high fat meal, but the cool thing here is the protein and carbs are almost the same, 500 calories there. So with all of that being said, I've got my staples in, my pre and my post workout. I've got my meals in here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to look at, well, what do we still have left to do? And we're going to build that together, and we're going to talk about, just for a little bit, how to approach this part of the build, which is, okay, I have to be thinking about certain things here. Whether, for me, I have to think about my fat is now down to only 8 grams left, and I still have 128 carbs to go. And that's one of the things you'll process when you're building these. You'll be looking at those numbers at the top and thinking, okay, what's too high, what's too low, and how am I going to work around that? Because if I'm not careful, I'm going to blow this fat number out if I don't pay attention. So let's be thinking here in terms of my carbs are still pretty high, and so are my proteins. So I want to be thinking of low fat options now. Now, earlier, my breakfast was very low fat. If I had had the other meals very low fat too, I wouldn't have this problem. The reason I'm in this predicament is because I did 25 grams of fat for lunch, 25 grams of fat for dinner. That's 50 grams, and then I had a few other mixed in as well. So I've already had one snack today. That's the beef jerky. Actually, I've had 2 snacks. One of them I didn't put on here yet. It's a frozen fruit bar made by Outshine. I'm going to put it on here, and this is just a low-calorie fruit bar. It's all carbs, 15 total grams of carbs. You can see right there. Going to add that in. Okay. So let's be thinking now of other things that we can add that would work for this. That would be low-fat, that would be higher carb, and pretty high protein too. In fact, the protein and carbs are almost about the same at this point. So I'm looking at something here. That's a lot of protein and carbs to go with very little fat room. So let's do, you know what I'm thinking here? How about high carb bread? I'm going to do some Ezekiel toast. Let's try that. And where is that at here? Oh, Ezekiel. Okay, so 2 slices of bread gives me 10 grams of protein, 30 grams of carbs, and only 1 gram of fat. That fits my criteria. That's actually a polar opposite of what my actual numbers look like. And I need this. I need low fat, I need high carbs, and I need pretty decently high in protein. So we're going to do 2 slices of Ezekiel bread. I'm going to toast that, and looking good here so far, 751. I'm going to put something on that bread. I'm going to do something that is 0 fat, and that is flavored Greek yogurt. I'm going to pick it right here. And look at the numbers here, 12 protein, 8 carbs, 0 fat. Again, because I'm trying to concentrate on protein and carbs at this point, this is a perfect option to put on that bread. My fat's not moving, but my protein and my carbs are. This is exactly what we want to be having happen here. So 671 total calories remaining. I really just want to knock out about 400 of those things. But again, same thing as before. I need protein, I need carbs. I'm thinking of things like, you know what I haven't had for a while? Quest protein chips. This is actually Thursday, and I haven't had any all week. And I just happened to order some off of Amazon, and they came in today. So let's put that on there. That's going to be some high protein, minimal carbs, minimal fat. Well, minimal fat, if I had more fat to spare, that's going to be over half of my fat allotment that I've currently got. But let's go for it. Let's see what that does. Still okay on the fat, but not by much. I want some more carbs. What am I going to do? So this is about the point where I ask myself, do I really want to add more food in? Or maybe I'll just increase some of the food I've already got on here. Bingo on the second one. Let's take that frozen fruit bar. We're going to do a second frozen fruit bar because they're delicious and they're awesome. And that puts me down to 475 total calories. I still need more protein to come off the board here. So let's be thinking here of something that's more... I don't want to do any more, no more chips. I can't afford the fat on those. I don't want to do any more yogurt. You know what I'm going to do here? I'm going to have a late night egg snack. Liquid eggs, and to be exact. Why would I do that? That seems weird. Liquid eggs are gross. Yeah, kind of, but they're not gross when it comes to the macronutrient breakdown. In fact, if we find it on here, look at this. For 1 cup of liquid egg whites, 26 grams of protein, 0 carbs, 0 fat. We're going to do that as a late night snack. You know what? I'm going to do that with my toast. It's going to be breakfast. It's going to be a breakfast party in the evening. Now, down to 341 total calories remaining. Let's just knock out 100 more of those. I don't have to be perfect. If I can get the number under 300, win for me. Is there anything else here I can really add to knock some stuff down? Oh boy, you know what I'm going to do? I don't like to do this, but I'm going to do it. One more protein drink for the day. Sometimes it's just the way that it works out, 25 more grams, and that'll be a nice, delicious apple-flavored drink with my eggs and with my toast at night. And now I'm down to 241 calories remaining. My protein looks good. Carbs are still a little bit high, but I'm not going to fight it. So that's how I approached this build today. I had my meals in, but I still had to think about, well, I've got this big gap of 900 calories, and I look at the macros at the top. Well, what do I need to be careful of? What do I need more of? And you start picking out food that fits that criteria. And the more that you build these, the more you get used to what has what in it. If I know that I'm low on fat, I know at this point what I need to avoid. If I need more carbs, I know what I need to be targeting, right? So you get better with knowing the macro breakdowns of these foods, especially if you eat a lot of the same foods over and over again. So, again, I'd like to have seen that carb number come down just a little bit. And you know what I'm going to do? Because I'm a glutton for fruit. Let's go down and do something here. I'm going to do a third. There's nothing wrong with frozen fruit. And I'm going to do a third fruit bar. Again, this is just frozen fruit. It's hardly nothing in it. I'm going to do 3 of those. And that's going to bring those carbs down just a little bit more. Still got 181 calories remaining. I'm in my range. I'm done here. This is a nice full day. So that's how I approached today. Hopefully this was helpful for you. Again, the app is called My Macros Plus, available on all the app stores. Link in the description and down below. Please check out cheapofitness.com, checking out Amazon discounts, deals, sales, coupon codes, anything I can do to help you save a few bucks and stay fit. Doesn't cost you any extra money to use it. And that's it. I do these every single day. Subscribe to this channel to check them out. I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace out.